Everyone! Welcome back to Gossip Mail Report, your go-to for all things wild, chaotic, and downright juicy from Love Island and beyond. I'm your host, and today, do we have a storm of drama to unpack? Grab your tea, get cozy, and brace yourselves because what's been happening post-Villa might just be more explosive than anything we saw inside it. Let's dive in. Okay, guys, so I don't even know how to begin this video because this is going to be a long one. We've got so much to get into when it comes to this Love Island mania. So much drama has happened. It's as if this is season 8, as if season 8 has already begun with the same cast because it's been a week, not even a week since this ended, and we have so many people who have unfollowed each other. I really want to get into Cierra first and foremost because she put up a very shady post in regard to NIC and Alandria, talking about how she flew to Mykonos, Greece, and that she feels much happier because the man she liked basically never liked her and always liked her friend, shading both Alandria and NIC. Now, to be honest with you, I feel like Cierra has every right to drag this man. She has every right to be upset because her story was integral to the season. She wasn't there for just a couple of days. She was there for many weeks before she was taken out. And we all saw how possessive NIC got when Elon came into the picture with Cierra, and he didn't like any of that. So now she's out here basically stating her truth, being gassed up by her followers and friends who are in Greece with her, the same ones who were supposedly her handlers, MJ or whoever they are. I don't even understand why she's still friends with them. These are the same people who left her high and dry, put up statements on her behalf, abandoned her account, and gave it to her family. Why stay friends with them? But I do think that she has a right to call this man out. She was supportive of Alandria and NIC initially, and now suddenly she's not. She thinks that her friend Alandria snaked her, but more so, she feels NIC betrayed her. And to be honest with you, I can see where she's coming from. What would have helped ease the pain is if NIC had spoken to Cierra privately behind the scenes or something. Instead, he just unfollowed her and acted like she didn't exist. Of course, that's going to make her feel some type of way. I really hope she comes to the reunion, guys. I really hope Cierra comes to the reunion. By the looks of it, everybody's coming to this reunion. The cast is going to be in New York anyway for it August 25th, Monday, around 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock p.m. Location will be revealed soon, but this is real. Monday, August 25th. You need to be there. Judging by ticket sales, you guys are clearly pulling up. It's going to be crazy. With this much drama and this many fiery personalities in one room, you just know this reunion is going to be explosive, unlike last year's Season 6 reunion, which honestly felt like a filler with that dragged-out voiceover about who to dump. This year's reunion is looking like it'll be one for the books. And Andy Cohen is hosting. You know what that means? Drama. We've all seen what he's done with Housewives. We know exactly what we're in for. Back to Cierra. I genuinely hope she attends. She's such an integral part of this whole saga. She's taken accountability in some ways. This whole villain edit thing, I don't get it. I don't believe she was ever a villain on the show. If she's referring to the time she, CHELLEY, and Alandria were given the mean girl edit, I can understand why she's upset. That was unfair, but she needs to be there. I want to know what you guys think about all this Cierra, NIC, Alandria mess. Everyone I've spoken to has an opinion. Reddit is on Cierra's neck right now, saying she's flip-flopping, doing too much, not addressing things directly. But to me, her going back and forth makes sense. She's probably upset seeing all these viral edits of NIC and Alandria, who've now become this super popular couple. It must hurt. She was going to be in that finale. She lost a lot. I think all of that has bubbled over and now she's speaking out. Maybe she's doing too much, but she's human. She's hurting. That said, she needs to take time, breathe, and maybe not be so quick to post. But again, people are also on her side. She was with NIC. They were closed off. It was intense. Then he acts like she doesn't exist? No, that's foul. Cierra and NIC at the reunion, it's going to be insane. She's also unfollowed Alandria. Understandable given the circumstances. But it makes things messy. I would have preferred if she just kept that friendly fire low and didn't unfollow. Now people are coming for her for dragging Alandria too. And it's not just Cierra. Let's talk about Huda. Her Call Her Daddy podcast episode with Alice Cooper? That needs a whole video by itself. She talked about being emotional, crying easily, walking away from conflict, and not being able to take accountability unless it's hammered into her repeatedly. All of these behaviors could be symptoms rooted in childhood trauma, or SA, which she bravely opened up about. And look, trauma is not an excuse, but it is an explanation. People mix those two up. Trauma can explain behavior, but it doesn't justify it. And I hope Huda gets the help she needs, especially in therapy. But at the same time, I also feel like she struggles to take responsibility for her actions. Her drama with Jeremiah, with Chris, it's a cycle. I hope she takes this as her big lesson and grows from it. I really do. Focus on yourself. Be single. You don't need another man right now. And about that podcast. The viral snippets were mostly misunderstood. But her calling Cierra fake? Woo, that was a bomb. Saying she was bullied? That's where I have a problem. I don't think Huda was bullied. Maybe teased or called out, but bullying is continuous, targeted behavior. I didn't see that. When Times Magazine dropped that piece saying CHELLEY was toxic or aggressive, it didn't sit right with me. When BuzzFeed started with the knuckle sandwich headlines and influencers talked about punching, now it's spiraled. And Huda adding fuel by using the term bullying just worsens the narrative for CHELLEY and Olandria. It's not fair. I don't think they were bullies. Not at all. Huda should have made it clear if anyone specifically bullied her. And she should have cleared CHELLEY and Olandria's names because now they have the villain edit, even though they didn't deserve it. That's what led to all these unfollowings. Huda, CHELLEY, and Olandria. Then Huda goes on another interview saying she doesn't hate them and tells her fans not to send hate their way. But the damage is done. What even happened in that Airbnb after the unfollowings? I wish I could have been a fly on the wall. CHELLEY and Olandria are clearly hurt, especially CHELLEY, who tried to work things out with Huda. And even though they moved on from their initial tension, Huda's recent behavior has fractured everything. Bullying is a serious accusation. You can't throw it around loosely. If Huda wants to act a certain way with someone like Ace or make jokes, fine. But sometimes people are not going to like it, and there are consequences. That's not bullying, that's just life. So, yeah, this whole Huda, CHELLEY, Olandria triangle, a mess. The stans are fighting online, toxic tweets flying. I had to step back. But then Cierra called out NIC, unfollowed Olandria, and it all reignited. We've never had a season with this much post-Villa fallout. Normally, the girls stick together. Not here. Everyone is off everyone. It's madness. Even outside cast connections are affected. Louis seen with Huda, and suddenly, PPG, Leah, Serena, Jana, unfollowed him. Just because he hung out with Huda. That tells you a lot. They're clearly not messing with her. Leah also unfollowed Huda on TikTok. But Huda's following is skyrocketing 4.1 million on Instagram already. She just might surpass Molly May at this point. And that's dangerous because it might reinforce her behavior as rewarded. If she wants to truly win post-show, she needs to recognize her own role in the drama and grow from it. Otherwise, she'll keep repeating the same patterns. Woo. That's it from me today on Gossip Mail Report. What a whirlwind. Let me know in the comments where you stand on all this. Cierra versus NIC, Huda versus CHELLEY, and the madness of the reunion. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss the latest chaos from the villa and beyond. Until next time, I'm signing off with a whole lot of drama. Stay messy, my friends.